Hey troops, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ryan, I'm a former Royal Marines Commando from the United Kingdom. Today we're reacting to some more footage coming out of Ukraine. It's trench warfare effectively, similar to the last video in terms of the style of video. It's from a fantastic channel. I can't translate it, guys. I don't know what the channel's called, but the original link will be in the description as always, guys. Thanks for being here. Smash that like button, subscribe if you're brand new here, and I'll see you guys in the comments. Let's get straight into it.
Рядом то ли СПГ, то ли корнет. Со снаряда ебануть? Ебани. Прям в окоп попал. Вот прилет, вот прилет, вот прилет. Вот. Да ебать их там мужчины, пиздец.
What's that? Was that a drone? I think that was a drone there. I might be saying things. But yeah, this footage is fantastic, troops. It's the best combat footage I've seen, within reason.
Больше оружия. Дал один! Сыкуны. Очкошники.
Right, so they're de-loading all of their kit and equipment. I think they're going to pursue another team of individuals within a different trench system, just like last time. But I think it's a smaller team this time. I might be wrong, but we're going to see anyway.
Недавно наш коптер спалил их коптер. Вот так прикольно прилетать, да, оп, и пидор смотрят.
Okay, so they've had drones out on the ground doing, obviously, reconnaissance of some sort to be able to see the different positions out there that they may or may not want to attack, and they actually stumbled across an enemy drone. You know, so, you know, you got to be careful what you're using. The enemy might be using that as well.
Доброго дня, любі друзі наші. Сьогодні ви знову.
Yeah, so today they're actually going out to hunt these individuals down. It's not a massively long video, this, troops, but they look quite relaxed. They're walking to a certain position. They don't seem to be too stressed. That's normally a sign, and these guys are professional. We've seen the way they do things, so I'd like to think they're within a relative safe zone. Because they seem quite relaxed. It's not really proper patrolling. These guys wouldn't do that if it was a dangerous area, you know?
Відправились з розрахунком АГС. Будемо стріляти по підрам.
I think they're carrying a 50 cal or a GMG. What's that? Is that a grenade machine gun? A GMG? I think it is. ATC-17. Right, so these things are capable of, you know, they're not just used in a fire support role, guys. They can be used in certain ways, okay? So fire support, if you've got infanteers pushing through the ground, you know, wanting to be able to soften up them positions before the infantry groups push on through to kill the enemy, effectively. General machine gun, I think that's something, it's like a grenade machine gun, I think. Those type of weapon systems can be used to, you know, get enemy troops movement, see what the reactions are, maybe displace them a bit, and, you know, use aerial assets, use mortars, use artillery fire. But it seems to me like they're quite relaxed within their position, so it's probably quite far away within a safe-ish zone.
Дальше отдыхаем.
I mean, that one of the dudes didn't even have a helmet on, really, did he?
Да, начали. Но оно удобно.
Старлінками, да?
Да?
Старлінками?
Ну да. Мы видим трансляцию, видим сами разрывы, можем сами закорректировать.
Shout out to Elon
Ну, саме
Musk,
час,
Starlink.
7 до 9, коли підери десь бігають.
Ага.
Потім буває таке, що, сука, тут я цілий день в прошлий раз дивився стрім, ну, сука, не вилазять. От просто там где-то один вибіжу, дав, блядь, ривок до кого-то, нарив, все, блядь, його немає. А от зранку от їх можна підловити.
Короче, ну стрим
Right, so they're talking about being able to see when the enemy's actually in the trench systems, and allegedly there's not very much movement within the daytime at all. The Russians are just keeping their heads down within the trench systems. One guy poked his head out and ran into another hole somewhere, so they're not really wanting to fight in this area anyway. The last video we seen, there was a lot of fighting going on.
Есть. Рация работает.
Ну вот это выезд-заезд было самое хуёвое. Там по месту більш-менш нормально.
Когда мы с тобой туда держались за руки, я был в принципе счастлив, что мы оттуда уебали.
Когда мы за руки держались, мы заезжали.
Нет, когда мы за руки сдержались, это мы уезжали.
Не, я в салоне сидел, тут ты кого-то другого держал за руки. Ти вже
Кого-то за руки держишь.
Вот так вот. Ми з тобою працюємо з АГСом, а ти кого-то з іншого за руки тримаєш.
Ти що, теж дохли, да? Блядь, там може, ні, то бекан, там вишка. Ну, то божмурів русских розкидав на пізі.
Там, когда были вот эти первые штурмы, вот тут там, блядь, типа, валялось. Когда вот первый день, другой день, а потом с коптера летали там. Ну, потом пособирали, да, но там, ну, что 15 валялось, ну, вся посадка усеяна была.
О, да. О, бедораси.
So there's the enemy. What we got here? We got a small trench system. We've got like a southern point, a northern point. We've got a little bit over to the left flank there as well. 1 times enemy. Yeah, let's see if we can get our pen up here, troops, so I can just show you a little bit what I see, because things might be different. So we've obviously got this southern point here, like a little T thing, and then a northern point to it here. This bit here is obviously just a bit of a tunnel that they can go under, get a bit of cover. I'm guessing the top bit here, you know, they could probably use that to get the heads down. And you've got a little bit of a system here. Don't know, I would like to probably store ammunition separately from where you sleep, but as we've seen, the Russians don't tend to do things that professional. But we've got a little bit of a dugout here as well. Don't know what that is. Might be a toilet or something like that. You don't want to shit where you sleep, really, do you? So yeah, one part of this trench system looks pretty small, but yeah, they can be quite effective if you've got a decent enough position.
Бачиш, вот они вообще не вылазят. Они просто по норам заныкались, и все. Смена пришла.
So these guys have got permanent observation, permanent surveillance on these guys, as you can see. They can just look at them whenever they want. So they're on it, guys. The Ukrainian soldiers are on it.
Що відчувається в цей момент?
So it looks like we're getting into the meaty stuff now. Yeah, that's definitely a GMG, a grenade machine gun. They're obviously wanting to try and hurt, kill, maim the targets, but this is going to get some movement. The reason I think it's more about movement, so they can see other positions, potentially where they retreat to. It builds up a bigger picture of the battle space, guys. If you think about it logically, they know that these guys aren't moving, and they're not moving on a regular basis, all right? Every day they seem to just be chilling out, moving from one hole to the other. They want to be able to see if there's any in-depth positions, and guess what? If you fire a GMG in front of you, even if you're just missing, coming short ever so slightly, those guys are going to probably get up and retreat, and they'll have a position, potentially, an in-depth position where they're going to retreat to, and then guess what you can do from there? You can fight from that position as well. So these guys, if it was me, I'd want to see potentially where those in-depth positions are. So if you're launching an operation, an attack on these trench systems, and they do actually get out of there, you'll understand where the other trench systems are. So it makes perfect sense, strategically speaking, to do this. What do you think, guys?
Нормально, по підерам працюємо.
Ми тут надовго.
Не так надовго. Це в якому плані, що ми тут надовго?
Ну, що Пітер дохуя надовго.
Якщо ви ще не оформили платної підписки на наш канал, оформіть. Тому що чим більше платних підписок, тим більше касок, бронежилетів і забезпечення для нашої бригади. Разом ми переможемо.
Больше денег, больше оружия, больше мертвых пидоров.
Це снайпер можна убити.
Все, 15 хвилин крінжа закінчились.
I love these dudes, man. These guys are so cool.
Типа, так вони просто сидять, як вони спостерігають?
Хуёво.
Ну они сидят там.
И надо, да. Значит, можно закинуть.
Давайте, 2.
Моя еще. Сучка.
Ты когда я тебя навел, да?
Дал 2.
Правее 50.
Даю 2.
Obviously, this is a dangerous thing for him to do because the thing that your enemy is going to be instantly thinking of, a professional engaged enemy anyways, right, okay, we need to take this weapon system out, okay, because it's potentially doing a lot of damage. You don't want grenades going off left, right, and Chelsea of your position, do you? So if it was me, you'd be wanting surveillance out the self, counter-surveillance, getting maybe a recce team or a sniper at the very least on a hill somewhere, perched up, and keeping eyes on where this GMG is kicking off from, okay, to take it out of the battle, because you don't want that kicking off.
2 пошли.
Нормально дав.
Долбал, ушел. Левее 20. Да, давай. По одному. Давай. Не видно разрыва. Давай еще один. 1. Прям в окоп попал.
О,
Okay, here we go. So the first system that we looked at, I believe, was a trench system that was on the right. This bit here.
нормально.
That was the bit there that we actually looked at, I think. And then the one that they're aiming at is the one on the
По
left.
окопу. Надо в дверь.
По окопу.
Ниже дал. Даю 1.
Давай.
Что?
1.
Дал.
Еще 2.
Туда же?
Да, надо правее на метр, но ты не сдвинешь.
Да. Дал 1.
Вверх 5.
Есть, вверх 5.
Давай 2.
Даю 2.
Вверх 5 еще.
Да, блядь. Дал 1.
Я просто коментатор.
Пауза. Прикрывает ход.
Поки що є, но стремятся к нулю.
Служу українській нації.
Они охуели? Охуенно было?
What are they doing here? Right, so it looks as if they're looking at footage of where they've actually been hitting.
Лапами. Вот это прямо перед ними было.
Here we go.
Вот. Ой-ой-ой. Раз, два, три, 4. Вот это наши. И вон в бруцере, видишь, темное? Вот и в бруцер прямо.
Брусер попали.
Вот прилет, вот прилет, вот прилет, вот прилет. Вот.
Непогано в цілому.
Ну ща я стрільну, ще попаду в окоп.
Чем пока не побывали.
Бля, это я думал видос заснятый, вот это приватбанк. Разом ебануть, ебани. И типы сняли с этого ЗПР. Со снаряда ебануть, ебани. Третього ШБ. Беремо і робимо.
Ебать, росняту подохне вообще. От нехуй делать просто.
Та ебать їх там мужчина, пиздец.
Погодьтесь. Настрій ще блядь, на вообще на
У
розслабоні.
них такая тема, что они еще вот это любят приправлять. Вот когда их жмут, потом пал победил. Блядь, ну вы что, серьезно, блядь, ну поверните стрімер, щоб бачите, як підер ФГВ, блядь. 120.
А там підеш щас?
Два підера стоят рядом, то ли СПГ.
Right, okay, guys, so before we go any further, hopefully you're still here listening and stuff. I don't get paid for these videos, which is fine. I like to do the reactions to them anyway. Not every video has to be a paid video, okay? But, you know, it is nice to be able to get something back for the content that you react to sometimes. So if you want to support me, please go support me on Patreon. Link is in the description, guys. That's the only way you can externally really support me as a content creator. And I'd really appreciate it. That's all I'm going to say on that.
То ли корнет, коротенький. Если бы там было, и, блядь, штук 20 бегущих долбоебов, я бы, сука, блядь, все улитки задал за раз, нахуй.
Ну бачиш, русські дебіли і не дебіли.
Сакани, очкошники.
Помирати не хочуть. Що за діло?
Это просто сказка. Да погоди, тут вообще песня. Мы вот так стояли, просто вдвоем вот так тако.
А їх двоє було, да?
Да, притом между собой просто стояли два пидика. И тогда, блядь, мы, походу, унесли этот блиндажик.
Слишком говно и вонять. Соберись уже. Сядь, отдохни.
Вогонь!
He loves doing that, doesn't he? He loves getting them rounds down.
Русский вам пізда. Сьогодні ми працювали за ГЕС-17 полум'я. Працювали дуже добре, як показала трансляція з коптера, але що більше, ради, щоб завжди до всім дня.
Well, that's all she wrote on that one, troops. Yeah, again, fantastic bit of video on there. I did have an email from someone, but I don't trust the source, and I've never trusted any of the emails that I get. Basically, I get thousands a week, and allegedly these guys are wanting to get in contact with me, but I've checked the email and it doesn't match up the email on here. So yeah, I won't be responding to that unless they can verify who they are, guys. But as always, thanks for being here. I really do appreciate all of the support. If you want to support me further, and it's so important, guys, please consider joining the Patreon. It literally costs as little as you want. You can pledge. You can pledge even like 50 pence, whatever you want, troops. It really does go a long, long way, and I really do mean that. And yeah, I put ad-free, uncensored content on there when I can, and I'd really appreciate it if you joined, troops. But other than that, link will be in the description for both the video to this original content, and I'm going to put up a disclaimer now because last I saw on there wasn't anything too bad, so hopefully they don't censor this one. But I don't know, guys. YouTube's strange at the moment. Thanks for being here. Peace.